Everyone, thank you for joining today. We would like to make it a little bit an interactive session, so if there are any questions, feel free to use the chat, and then we have an entire panel for you ready to answer all those questions. Before we start, before we start, very important, we have our Fortinet Smart Reward. By joining this webinar, you have already taken the first step in joining this, this reward competition. The second step is to fill in the evaluation form at the end of this webinar. For us, it's very important to know if this was a good webinar and how we can support you in the future. But of course, it's the last day of the week, so we would also like to give you something. From all the attendees today, there will be somebody who will win a €50 voucher. And every time you join a webinar of Fortinet at Exclusive Networks, you also compete for our quarterly competition. You can win AirPods, and also you join the end of year competition where you can win an iPhone. So don't forget to fill in the smart form at the reward at the end of the session. To give you a quick overview of the agenda of today, we will start with the price list update, afterwards a product update, a little bit more about S licenses, a CTAP update, and of course, at the end, the session reward. I don't do this session all by myself. I have an entire team available for you, and the first part will be for Yasmin.
Good morning, everybody. Today, the first topic we are going to handle is a price list update. The ordering guide tabs, which are new in the price list, the best practice service, which is also a new term, and more information about the FortiClient and the EMS. So there's a second new price list in Q1 where you can find extra tabs with ordering guides in it. It's ordering information, actually. This will help you building kit list and how which SKUs you need to choose. On the slide you see there is an ordering guide for the EDR as an example. You have three highlighted columns which help you seeing which type of EDR license you can choose and what each license has for features. So the first part is the EPP replacement, which means Endpoint Protection Platform. The dots show you which features are linked to this license. EPP is mainly used for discover and protection. The second is the EDR column, which means endpoint detection and response. This license gives you more features than the EPP part, like IOC ingestion and search, continuous recording and analysis, and so many more. The third column is the all-in-one column, which basically is a combination of the EPP and the EDR part. Ordering guides are now available for FortiClient, FortiEDR, and FortiMonitor, but there are more to come. Something which is pretty new in the price list is the best practice service. In the slide is shown where it is positioned in the service offerings. You all know the 24/7 FortiCare, which is the standard minimum support Fortinet offers towards their customers. The premium support is a support which you can add to your 24/7 FortiCare. So it's kind of an extension of your 24/7. In the part of the premium support, you will see on the screen the best practice service. The best practice service is a solution where Fortinet offers an engineer to help you fine-tuning your configuration. So in reality, the customer sets up the configuration, does the rollout, the implementation, and then the engineer of Fortinet will help you tweaking it. So it is configured the best way for that use case. The best practice service is mandatory for a rollout for a new EDR project, but can be an option to also add it for a FortiClient rollout. More information about the best practice service. It is actually a 12-month subscription which helps you guiding with further configurations. Also provides you with playbooks and examples of scripts. The engineers of Fortinet will give you practical advice on common feature usage, relevant tools, and sample codes. It's a separate support queue than the 24/7, the standard one, where you can connect with those specialists from Fortinet. They have proven models for integrations with third-party products, including connector setup recommendations. Very important to know, this isn't an installation service. This is only there to help you tweaking the setup. So no starting from scratch. It is when you have already done the rollout and you want to fine tune it. Maybe you already have heard of the Jumpstart service in the past. Well, actually, this is pretty much the same. It's just another word for it. Best practice services are available for FortiManager, FortiClient, FortiEDR, FortiSOAR, and FortiMonitor. On this slide, you see now the ordering guide for the FortiClient and the FortiEMS, where you also have 3 highlighted columns. So it's the same build-up like you have in the EDR section. The ZTNA edition is a zero trust networking agent, which mainly means it will help you with remote connectivity. This is used in cases where the customer already has an antivirus product running and not necessarily is looking for a new one, but more to fulfill the compliancy and set up the connectivity. You have the second column, which is the EPP APT edition, Endpoint Protection Platform and Advanced Persistent Threats. This is a license which has more features than the ZTNA license. With the EPP APT edition, you will have access to the FortiClient Cloud Sandbox, which is a very important feature, and you will also have a next-gen endpoint security solution, which is nowadays very, very useful. The third column is the SASE SIA edition, the Secure Access Service Edge. This can only be cloud-based, where you have the opportunity to choose between on-premise version and cloud version in the previous 2 solutions. The SASE is only provided in the cloud. A remark for the SASE edition: this isn't currently available for Belgium, but it is really expected really soon. So you see now very different SKUs in the table below the columns, each time in groups of 4 SKUs. The new purchase with the possibility in the cloud-hosted version or in the on-prem version. You can identify this with the 370 in the SKU. In the SKU with the 370 in it, this means you have the SKU with the best practice solution as well. This means these SKUs with the 370 in it only exist for 1 year, because best practice services are only necessary when you are doing the rollout. Yeah. If you want to start with a multi-year solution, this is also possible by adding SKUs with a 428 in it. By adding this, you will extend or will multiple the SKUs with the best practice in it. So the first year is with best practice. The years after the first years will be without the best practice. So old EMS licenses still exist. This is the a la carte Zero Trust Fabric agent, even if you don't see them in this ordering guide on the slide. These are always without the best practice services, and these are subscription-based. So a little bit to put everything together. Once again, the ordering guides are now available for the FortiMonitor, the FortiClient, and the FortiEDR. It will help you creating your kit list and choosing the right SKUs by showing you which license or a solution has which features. And besides that, you have the possibility to choose the first year you have the best practice service with it, and the years afterwards you will have the services without the best practices.
Okay, thank you, Yasmin, for the update. The next part is a product update. What happened over the last months at Fortinet? Fortinet has a clear and structured vision. Organic platform development. The FortiFabric is a well-known element in our industry. New vendors like Nozomi, Dayspace are using the term FortiFabric ready in their approach to the market. So it's seen as a competitive advantage when they are from day one compatible with Fortinet. Also, the current market situation with the pandemic at the moment is supporting the strategy to go for a platform play to handle the difficult cybersecurity threats. It's simple. If your solution is built to work together, it's easier to handle those difficult threats and to handle the difficult job. But also, investments made in the past are not lost when you upgrade or upsell your current situation, your current configuration. The networks of today are distributed and diverse, typically extending multiple environments, each with their own unique requirements and standards. Organizations not only need to manage their hardware-defined and software-defined perimeter, but then also need to maintain their security at those network edges. Edges that are constantly evolving, expanding and adjusting to the shifting business needs of organizations. Who would have thought more than a year ago that an entire organization will work at home for more than a year? So you need to evolve, you need to be able to act on those situations. What's more, those different edges, they all need to be secured, but it may not be in a security silo with only a solution for one of those edges. Instead, security must be an integrated, holistic approach. So security must be consistent over the entire organization, over all the edges, and all the branches, the data center, all things within the network need to be managed easily. In the security fabric, a very important part is the Fabric Management Center. The Management Center consists of the FortiManager, FortiAnalyzer, and also the FortiCloud Management Platform. It simplifies operations by addressing the challenges of network infrastructure teams across small, medium, or large enterprises. An integrated network security architecture with network automation capabilities can easily eliminate the complex challenge for network operators. To support these capabilities, Fortinet has acquired Panopta at the end of last year. Panopta is not a security tool. It is a management tool. It is a monitoring tool. Panopta gives the users a consolidated view into your network operations, health, and security posture. And Panopta is able to manage all aspects of your infrastructure, both in the cloud and on-premise. On top of that, Panopta also automates incident management and can deliver a single platform view for IT teams to diagnose and resolve real-time network health incidents proactively. For people who are working longer with Fortinet, they will recognize a little bit of this philosophy. Actually, it's a little bit the same as a few years ago when Fortinet came out with the ETM devices. They will try to consolidate a few point solutions. You see a few competitors here on the slide. And what is Panopta doing is bringing everything together into one SaaS platform. So the strategy of Panopta is really in line with the strategy of Fortinet. Consolidation, bring everything together in one platform. And Panopta is built for monitoring and incident management. That is the core of the solution. There are three important pillars within the Panopta solution. You have the unified monitoring, you have everything is fully configurable with alerting, the workflows, and of course, it needs to be automated. So you can use runbooks to automate a few of your processes. This is a SaaS solution, as I mentioned before. So from the base, it is compatible with Microsoft, it's compatible with Azure, with the cloud solutions, and you can manage your multi-cloud development or your multi-cloud infrastructure, and on top you can also manage your on-premise infrastructure. This is a SaaS solution. So okay, for the moment we don't speak anymore about Panopta. From now on it's FortiMonitor. That's the way that Fortinet does it. You have Fortinet and at the end you have what it does. So FortiMonitor. It is a SaaS solution only, and the price is counted per device. There are three flavors with the FortiMonitor. You have the standard, the pro, and the enterprise licenses. To give you an idea about the price, it starts from around €80 per device per year. If you want more info, we can always send it over. If you want pricing, you can always come to us and see how we can support you with those devices. On top of the takeover of Panopta, Fortinet is also moving on with their own hardware development. They're moving now to the F platform. We're going from the A to the F platform. One of the most important devices or most popular devices that we sell is the FortiGate 60. And now they've created a 60F for this. This is a device that is really useful for small businesses and that you can use in your secure SD-WAN approach. Also the 200F, a little bit bigger device, and is already used in a mid-enterprise market for your data center or for your headquarters environment, is also upgraded to the F series. If you see it within the portfolio of Fortinet, by moving to the F series, it will fill some gaps in the portfolio. So this device of the 200F is right in the middle between the 200E and the 400E. And you see the performance that it's really nice in between. So this can help you to tackle all the challenges that there are in your market. The next slide is here just for fun. The move from the E to the F is also possible on the really big devices. So for instance, if you need 1.9 terabytes, with Fortinet, just contact us immediately after this session, and then we'll see how we can deliver this device next week to your home. So to round it up, we have to move from the E to the F series. So new devices are there for you. It is new technology, it is new hardware, there's a new chipset. So there's more performance for your euros. Of course, there's a longer life cycle, and the new devices will replace older ones. So when you have the chance to upgrade, just do it. When you have new projects coming up, use the F series instead. After this session, we'll send you the slides, and then you can also see at the sizing guide. A quick reminder: upgrade your FortiAnalyzer and FortiManager so that they're compatible with this new series. If they're not yet compatible, it will come up in the next weeks or months. If you need advice for the sizing, if you need advice for those new devices, just contact us. We have exclusive networks, or of course, Fortinet can help you to fit it into you. The last one is about the Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi 6 is now into the market, and this slide is just for telling you that Fortinet is also capable to offering Wi-Fi 6 devices. Next part is a little bit more about the S licenses, and that is a part that Yasmin will explain to you.
So the S licenses is something that is pretty new in the price list, but is becoming already very important. So what are the S licenses? These are new subscription-based licenses for different solutions in the Fortinet portfolio. For instance, for the FortiGate VM, the FortiManager VM, the FortiAnalyzer VM, and the FortiWeb VM. These licenses give you the possibility to have more flexibility when you sell them, because it's easier to upgrade them or to play with them. Operational-wise, this is also easier to quote, as it is an all-in-one SKU. So this will be a very popular subscription, especially for the public cloud. So the first shot is a shot of the S licenses for the FortiGate VM. These are built based on the amount of CPU. So you can upgrade easily to a higher license by adding extra CPUs. Therefore, you only will pay for the extra CPUs for the time remaining of the original license. So for instance, I have an S license with one CPU purchased for 3 years. After 6 months, I think, okay, yeah, one CPU isn't enough anymore. I have grown, so I need extra CPU to get it covered. Okay, I need to go to 2 CPU, for instance. What will Exclusive do? We will prepare you a quote where we make a code term for the 2.5-year remaining of the original license to add 1 extra CPU to the existing one. These licenses can be purchased in 4 kinds of bundles: the Enterprise bundle, the UTP bundle, the 360 bundle, and with FortiCare only. There are no standard VDOMs in the license included, but they can be added as an option. The second S license is the FortiAnalyzer VMS subscription. This isn't based on the amount of CPU, but on the amount of gigabit logs per day. Something different than standard VM we know. The IST and SOC services are standard included in these licenses. You have the possibility to expand to an unlimited amount of logs because the log capacity is unlimited. ADOMs aren't standard included in the license, but also like the FortiGate VMS, you can add them by an additional SKU. Here as well, it's an all-in-one SKU based on the amount gigabit logs per day. Here's as well the same way of working, like you had with the FortiGate VMS. If you want to add more gigabit, we prepare you a code term for the remaining time of the existing license and upgrade the amount of gigabit logs per day. So what about the FortiAnalyzer VM Bring Your Own license? This one will be disappearing. Oh, yeah. This one will be disappearing in the near future. So the S subscription is the one you need to offer now towards your customers. The third solution of the S license is a FortiManager VMS, also a subscription-based, but on the amount of devices. You have different kinds of packages, starting with 10 devices. Next one is 500 devices, and the last one is 1,000 devices. You can count them together to get, for instance, 3 times 10. For 10 devices is a license for 30 devices. For the FortiManager VMS, you have the possibility to add a best practice service, like we discussed in the first part. This will help you to optimize your configurations. ADOMs also here aren't standard included, but can be added optionally. The same as for the FortiAnalyzer VM Bring Your Own license, also the FortiManager Bring Your Own license will disappear in the future. So also here, if you have a new project, already start with the S subscription, because this one, the new one. The last solution is a FortiWeb VMS, a solution again based on the amount of CPU like you had with the FortiGate VM. You have this one in 2 flavors, with a standard bundle or an advanced bundle. Also an all-in-one license where you can upgrade easily by increasing the amount of CPU for the remaining time of the original license. And don't forget, if you have upgrades that need to be done for an original license, always contact our sales team by sending an email to sales@exclusive-networks.be. Thank you.
All right, so hello everyone. I'm going to take the last part of this update session for myself. Maybe a quick introduction about myself, because I'm sure there are some people that don't know me yet. Of course, you all know Stefan and Yasmin, but I am new to the exclusive team. I'm a security engineer, and I mainly focus on pre-sales for Fortinet. I also do installations and configurations of all the Fortinet products. And today I'm going to zoom in on the CTAP, which stands for the Cyber Threat Assessment Program. Cyber Threat Assessment Program is a program that has been rolled out by Fortinet to really interact with your customers and to enhance your sales cycle. So it gives you the opportunity to close deals faster, to demonstrate Fortinet products within your prospects network. So it really is an enabler for your sales. Now, what are the benefits? Well, we can focus on benefits for the prospect, but also for you as a reseller. For the prospect, they have the capability to evaluate the Fortinet product within their network. Very important, Fortinet has configured this program as such that you do not need to interrupt your customer's traffic. So it is a lightweight integration within the customer's network to provide them with reports which you can use to discuss the product that you have demoed and to see where Fortinet can help within the customer's network. For the reseller, yeah, it really is there to increase your close rates. So you can manage your sales cycle through the CTAP portal, and you can really demonstrate what it can do, and therefore you can accelerate the prospect's purchase decision by showing them what Fortinet can do for them. Now, how is a CTAP carried out? Well, this is done in 5 steps. So the first step is you create a CTAP assessment within the CTAP portal, ctap.fortinet.com. You can log in with your partner credentials, and there you will have the option to create a CTAP for next generation firewalling, SD-WAN, or for email security with FortiMail. Once you have done this, you will get a configuration file or a VM file from the CTAP portal, which you can use to upload in an existing hardware FortiGate product, or the VM, which you can just upload on an ESXi server, and you can run the VM on your own hardware. So once this is done and you have installed the device, then yeah, the device will do its thing. It will collect logs for a period of 5 to 7 days, but you can choose this depending on the customer. When you have created the logs, these can be sent directly to the CTAP servers, which are located for the European Union in Germany. And then they will provide you with a report that you can then discuss with your customer. Within this report, they will zoom in on which traffic has been seen within the customer's network. For email, they can maybe zoom in on how many phishing emails or spam that has been seen, which is not detected by their existing solution. And therefore, you can really show the benefits of the Fortinet product, and yeah, you can accelerate your sales cycle and close deals faster. So as I've mentioned, we have 3 types of assessments. The first one is next generation firewalling. This is carried out with a FortiGate, and there the report really focuses on the threats that have been seen within the network. You can use a one-arm sniffer mode for this. So then what basically we will do is we will create a mirroring port on the core switch, which we will then connect to our VM or to our hardware device, which we have installed with client. And then we can collect these logs and see what is happening on the network and where Fortinet can assist your customer by securing its network. The second one is about SD-WAN. Exactly the same procedure as with next generation firewalling. So again, you will do the CTAP by using a FortiGate existing or in VM. And there you can really focus on which applications do we see within the network. As next generation firewalling CTAPs were designed to, yeah, maybe move from another vendor or show the benefits of security within a network. Here we can really focus on which applications do you see and how can you optimize the use of maybe an MPLS link, or how to make the change from classic routers to FortiGate, which can do yeah, has SD-WAN capabilities by default. Last one is for email. So there we will not install a physical device within the network, within the customer's network, but we will just BCC all the emails to the CTAP servers where they can do that thing. They can maybe sandbox all the attachments within the emails, and then again you will get a report based on what has been seen within the customer's email communications. Why, when should you use the CTAP? Well, we have 4 pillars which we can discuss. So maybe to land in a sales discussion, so you can demonstrate the benefits, you can close deals faster. Second one, to compete with other vendors. So by doing this CTAP and providing your customers with a report, you not only establish a trust relationship between the customer and you as partner, but also with the customer and the vendor, so Fortinet, by demonstrating what they can see in the network and how they can react on it. Third one is for renewables. So maybe your customer is using a license, they are doubting whether they want to extend the license or not. Also, then you can use a CTAP just to show the benefits of this particular solution. And the last pillar is for expanding the Fortinet security fabric. Of course, we can see this, for example, with the CTAP for email, where you can maybe do an upsell and yeah, integrate FortiMail within the customer's network. Where can you find all this information? Well, again, on the CTAP portal, ctap.fortinet.com. You can log in with your partner credentials, and there you will have a bunch of information concerning how to set up a CTAP. You have movies about it, and also very important, some marketing materials, as you can see on the slides, to really help you with carrying out these CTAPs to your prospects. So I really do advise you, and that this is this is a slide which I will conclude this part. Go to the CTAP portal. It's free. It's available for you as a partner, and there you will find all the information, and you can create CTAPs when you want. So this was the little part about CTAP. If you would like more information, just contact us, and then we can support you by helping you with the first CTAP, or maybe with technical questions. You can always reach out to us. The next thing is the fun part of this session, because you will have some good news about coming from Stefan about the smart rewards. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jetse. As I mentioned in the beginning of the session, we have a smart reward event. So fill in the evaluation at the end when you close this session, and you are able to win a few prizes. I will now unmute everybody, so have some interaction and maybe some questions from the audience to see where you have any issues, or what if there are things we can solve for you. Okay, from this moment on, everybody can unmute himself and ask a question. I know we are not in the Netherlands, so it's more difficult to ask questions in a group. But please, if there are any things that we can solve, we also have Peter in the other room from Fortinet. If there are questions, we can always help you. And if there are not any questions, then of course you can also use the chat. No questions, no remarks. Okay, then I'd like to thank you all for joining this session. As Jetse mentioned before, we at Exclusive Networks are here to help you. In our special times, don't hesitate to contact us. We have a great sales department. We can help you with your offers, of course, but we can also make a bill of material. We can help you with the technical knowledge we have in-house, so to build up your offer. We have the setup as a tool to do more sales. Just contact us and see how we can help you. Don't be shy. Contact us and see how we can work together and build your business. In the afternoon, we have our technical session, our technical update. I think it starts at 2. Yeah. So feel free to join that session. And keep track of our mailings. We have all the sessions coming up in the next weeks and months. So I hope to see you online and definitely in real life very soon. Thank you all, and have a great day and have a great weekend.